Hello, YouTube. Luigi here. You know, KeyBar, many years ago, KeyBar was on the leading edge of key organizers. They came up with a great product, and I don't know if they were the first, but they were certainly the first and one of the most popular. And I glommed onto this in maybe the first wave as well. And this is my old, I say old because I'm showing you a new one today. This is my old KeyBar key organizer. I had got the natural aluminum because I couldn't afford rainbow titanium or many of the other exotic finishes. And as it was, I thought this was quite expensive, but I had to have one because it looks so cool, and it still does. It's a great product. However, after having carried it for many years, I can tell you now some of the areas that started to bother me about it. But before we get into that, I want you to look at my key bar. This is holding 6 keys, 3 on each side. And look how dead flush it is, top and bottom. In other words, the spines of the keys are always on the outside, dead parallel with and flush with the key bar itself. Now, many others don't take this kind of care, and they have jagged key teeth hanging out on both sides. To me, that was unacceptable, so I took a great deal of care and a great deal of time. And yes, I'm very proud of the way I organized my key bar. It looks good. It's flush on both sides, and it carries well. The problem is, and this is why I started looking for something else, the problem is because it's so nice and neat and perfect and flush, is it's hard to dig the keys out. You either have to push on the opposite side of where you think the key you want is, because you can't see them, and then dig it out with a fingernail or something, or be able to identify your keys by their spines. Well, who can do that? So what I did, this is what it looked like fanned out, by the way. I have 3 on each side. And this served me well for many years, but it was always and ever difficult to pull the key out. You had to dig it out with a fingernail. So I researched, you know me, I saw 10,000 YouTube videos, and I narrowed it down to 2. This is my first choice, KeypAK. This is a carbon fiber bar. And the center-to-center holes are farther apart than they are on the key bar, and I thought that was a good thing too. And this box is full of goodies, several different lengths of screws, an Allen wrench, O-ring washers, and the coolest washers you put between your keys, because I don't know what these are, man. Whether they're really slick Teflon washers, but this is the smoothest thing. I'm used to my key bar abrading with steel washers into softer brass screws and, chewing the hell out of them. And it was always a rough and abrasive kind of action on the opening. I can't believe how smooth this one is. So I'm not going to show you. I'm not going to waste your time watching me assemble this thing. This is the picture. It's pretty darn easy. I will say this. They give you several different lengths of screws. You have to guesstimate which length of screw you're going to need to hold the amount of keys you want to put in your KeypAK. Okay, that's up to you. And if it doesn't work, take it out and try another screw. It's no big failure here. And you even get an Allen wrench, by the way. So here's how you start. I guesstimated on this screw length, and it might be a bit long because it pokes through on the other side on what I'm calling an acorn nut. Here's the fiber, the carbon fiber. And here it is put together. Boom. I wasn't going to waste your time. I've got my, it has one of these little loops where you can attach a car key type fob or a lanyard or anything else you want, okay? But I have my car key in there because it won't fit inside. Now you can see how easy it is to pull a key out because you actually have some key showing that you can grab. This was my problem with the key bar. Because I had it so nicely, beautifully, flushly packed, I had to dig these out with a fingernail. This is how it comes. This is how mine works. what it looks like, and I am really pleased with it. Now here it is fanned out, the same 3 keys on each side, and the same keys I had in the old KeyBar. And there you go. It's a little longer than the KeyBar, but it's lighter because it's carbon fiber, and it's more handsome. And yeah, parts of the keys are exposed, but to me that's what I wanted, so I could grab them. So, what has happened to my old KeyBar? I knew you were going to ask. Well, it has been repurposed into a folding screwdriver. Now this flathead and this Phillips head are tools I got from KeyBar themselves. And I bought them from those, and now I'm finally able to use them and put them in. This flathead screwdriver, by the way, is truly flat and truly square. A lot of allegedly flathead screwdrivers that come in multi-tools or even pocket knives, the corners are rounded. They're not. The grip is just simply not that good. I can tell by looking at this that this is a very good flathead screwdriver. So there you have it. Congratulations to KeyBar. I mean, they led the pack here, and they were king of the roost for the longest time. But you know what happens? The guy who's at the top is a big target, and many other designers and manufacturers have come out of the woodwork. And I've looked at, like I say, dozens and dozens of YouTube videos. And after a great deal of research, this was my product of choice. These are not my keys. This is just an internet image because it's a great piece of photography. Okay, there you have it. The KeyPAK Key Organizer. Nowhere near as expensive as a KeyBar. And it's working for me. Okay? Very good. God bless you. I love you all. Stay safe out there. Bye-bye.